Hello everyone, and welcome to another video review from BritXbox.co.uk. This is Ben hallben from the podcast and the website, and today we're looking at Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare by PopCap Games, which is a exclusive at the moment on the Xbox One and the 360. Obviously what you're seeing is Xbox One footage, and curiously this is the game EA has put out just a couple of weeks before Titanfall. Obviously they're the publishers for Titanfall as well. Bit of a strange choice, but you know, it's a budget title, and you could argue it's not really aimed at the same audience, but we'll talk about that a little bit later on. The first thing you notice when you turn on the game, after you're assaulted by the distinctive musical stylings of the Plants vs Zombie franchise, best known for its iOS outings, is that it's a solid looking menu. It's a solid looking game in general. The design is very nice, and once you see the art of the characters, as you're seeing in the background here, everything looks like a lot of fun. Basically it's super charming and really cool. So let's talk about the gameplay itself and what we have on offer. We have Battlefield reskinned. We have 4 classes. They are the soldier, the support, the engineer, and the recon. Sure, they have different names and they're styled as plants and they're styled as zombies, but that's basically what they are. That's not a bad thing. It works, it's familiar, it's comfortable, and it works as a good introduction, I think, to the genre of multiplayer shooter. We have a few different game modes, not as many as I'd like though, I would argue. We've got Garden Ops, which is basically Mass Effect 3's multiplayer, so it's a cooperative horde mode, even with an extraction at the end of it, which is incredibly reminiscent of Mass Effect. Again, not a surprise considering it's published by EA, the same people that have published Mass Effect. Then we have Team Vanquish, which is deathmatch, as you'd expect. This can be a little bit different because there's lots of customizational options in Plants vs Zombies, including like different abilities that your characters can have. Now there's 2 modes for both Team Vanquish and the other multiplayer option, which is Garden and Graveyards. You can either have it with or without those customization options. So you can play it vanilla, which may be better for more hardcore gamers, though I'm not sure who would be playing this if they were hardcore, or all the crazy abilities and all the crazy unlocks as well. Gardens and Graveyards is the mode I enjoyed the most. It's basically a rush type of multiplayer, where the zombies are assaulting the plants this time around. The plants have to try and hold control points while the zombies go for it, and then you alternate between the two. It's a lot of fun. Everything about this game is about visual styles though, and the customizations and how it looks, as you can see from the video. It's very colourful, bright, distinctive, and works, I think, perfectly as a kind of my first multiplayer shooter. Let's be honest guys, this is aimed at kids, and the charm and the fun of it, it's squarely aimed at a younger audience. It's not really aimed at the same people as Titanfall. Therefore, I think I'd argue that, maybe it's not the craziest thing to release this. It actually works as a counter-programming almost to the Titanfall release that's, just around the corner. So I think it works brilliantly. I think it's a pretty game, it's an exciting game, it's fun, the mechanics work, the shooting is easy and forgiving, but, it's still enough challenge there for the hardcore to have fun with as well. So, it's hard to say it's a straight up recommendation, because as I mentioned, this is cribbing heavily from many other titles, most obviously Battlefield and Mass Effect, and offers very little in any way new in gameplay. But if you're not picking up Titanfall, or if you've got young kids, it's a strong recommendation from me. Head over to BritXbox for more.